a very special guest, top defensive player in the country, and he was recruited by colleges as early as 8th grade. He eventually landed at Michigan, was a superstar, was a top 15 pick of the Green Bay Packers, and is now excelling at the professional level. We are very proud and happy to have on the pride of Paramus Catholic, Mr. Rashawn Gary.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
Now, all jokes aside, we had you on before you ever came into the pro, and we fell in love with you. So we're excited to have you back on the show, Rashawn. And this Packers defense is now finding its groove. 8 turnovers in the last 4 games. The defense is starting to click quite a bit. What's been the difference as we hit this stretch run?
We getting into December, so everybody know you got buckled down when December comes, and with the defense, everybody just flying around, everybody just, loving being with each other, and everybody know the expectation of every time we step on the field. And we're just trying to hold ourselves to that standard because we know what we can bring to the table.
Now, your head coach, Matt LaFleur, recently said Aaron Rodgers is playing as well as anybody he's ever seen. He just turned 37 years old yesterday. His on-the-field presence, it speaks for itself. But what does he mean off the field? Like some superstars aren't relatable, but what does number 12 truly mean to the Green Bay Packers?
Man, A-Rod, 12, man, he means everything. Just seeing him walk around, just how he carry himself, just a smooth, calm, collective guy, and know how to lead. He leads by example, and I'm happy to have him, as my quarterback, the best quarterback in the league.
He is incredible, and I don't think we've ever seen him have more fun than it looks like he's having this year. Of course, he's been amazing on the field as well. But there's something else going on we want to ask you about. The NFL's My Cause, My Cleats campaign. It's back. We love it. You love it. Players wear custom-designed cleats representing the charity of their choosing, whatever they're passionate about. And this Sunday, when you guys take on the Eagles, you will be supporting Made by Dyslexia. Rashawn, tell us about this foundation. The cleats look great. Why is this so important to you?
Yeah, foundation Made by Dyslexia. It's important to me because it's a foundation that's keen on, tools to educate, teachers, and tools to help everybody just be educated on, dyslexia. And, I love that plan. They're on a 5-year plan to succeed. And, it's important to me because that's something that I wish I would have had, growing up when I found out I had dyslexia.
I heard from our producers that you believe dyslexia had a positive effect on your life. I would like to know why. Maybe tell people that message and talk to people who might be struggling with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It had a positive effect on my life just by, the doubters, in terms of, he might not be able to go to Division I school. He might not be able to, stay with, the kids that they consider, regular. So, I put that chip on my shoulder on top of, sports, but, it's put that chip on my shoulder and, end up going to Michigan. Everybody knows what a Michigan degree is and, how hard Michigan is. And for me to be a Big Ten, academic All-American was a nice chip to get off my shoulder. And I hope, I'm not going to say no names, but I hope that teacher that doubted me then can see me now.
It's all right if you say it, too. You can say that, but that is awesome stuff, and it's also motivation for young people, not just young people of color, but kids that are looking at you thinking to themselves, can I do it? You are a true representation of that. Now, your tweets almost always end with the hashtag put cheese on everything. Now, I love it, but what does that mean? Is it a nickname? Is it a mantra? Is it a lifestyle cooking choice? Like, what is that really?
It's a lifestyle. It's all in one. Cooking, just everything. Put cheese on everything, depending on when I use it. Just, having fun, making splash plays, just, staying in the moment. And, of course, with food, I can't get enough of cheese.
Listen, we love some cheese. One time we went out as a group, and Strager Peter was knuckle deep in the dip. At one point, he had cheese on his elbow. I said, how do you get cheese on your elbow?
It's not dip, it's queso.
Queso, my bad. All right, so I have to ask you, living in Wisconsin, what is your favorite type of cheese, and what's the craziest thing that you would put cheese on?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. But being from Wisconsin, you always hear about cheese curds. So, I want to say,
so good.
I tried some cheddar cheese curds, probably like maybe when I first got here. So that's number one for me. So come to Wisconsin, get some cheese curds. Tell them Sean sent you.
But what if you put cheese on though? What's the craziest thing you put cheese on?
Crazy thing I put cheese on lately. Probably, lately probably like some spaghetti. that was different for me.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I like it. Parmesan
Yeah.
cheese is great.
Yeah, we talking about cheddar though. Maybe I'll put a slice of cheese on some spaghetti. I feel you on that.
Let him do what he wants.
That's a hood snack.
Don't veto on that thing if you want. It's your spaghetti. And listen, speaking of cheese, let's talk about sitcoms from the 1990s. When you came on, Rashawn, to this show, coming out of the
Yes.
draft, we stumbled upon the nugget about you that we love, that you like the show Friends. You're way into Friends, and that's great, and there's the cast. But Rashawn, what we remember is when the interview was over, you're walking off set,
Yep.
and Peter shouts to you during commercial, Rashawn, who's your favorite Friends character? And you're walking out and you go, Ross! And you left, and we went crazy.
You went insane.
So, dude, are you standing up for Ross? Are you a Ross guy? Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. You know, Friends, I got into it in college, you know, just to show to pass the time with me and my teammates. And, you know, I grew up to, you know, like Ross. He's smart, smooth, calm, collective, and he's the leader of the bunch. So Ross, you're my guy. 10 toes down.
I'm 10 toes down on
Right,
Schwimmer.
so for Chandler Nation and the Joey Twitter and, of course, the women and everything, you are saying, have them. If I got
Sorry.
one guy in my huddle or sitting there eating cheese on spaghetti with me, it is Ross Dweller. That's the guy?
Ross Geller.
Ross
Yes,
Geller?
sir. Not a doubt.
My man.
10 toes down.
10 toes.
Loves a paleontologist.
Oh, it's great.
That's it. 10 toes down. Rashawn, you are awesome. You're welcome back anytime you
Yeah.
want. We love what you're doing with My Cause, My Cleats. We also love what you're doing on the field.
Shout out to
You're
Jersey.
Jersey boy doing us
Yes,
proud,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Paleontology.
No doubt about
Lots
it.
of marriages.
Thank you guys for
I
having
gotta
me.
say this, Kate.
Yeah.
I gotta say this, Rashawn, before you leave. So Bosco, where I coach wide receivers, we beat Paramus Catholic this year. Do you have any words?
It's all right. Y'all got one up this year. We're going to be back at it next year.
Okay, all right. We'll do a little friendly wager next season. Maybe some spaghetti and cheese on the line.
You think?
Oh, yeah, whatever you want, man.
All right, sounds good,
It's
man.
been a while since we've seen him, but we were on a break.
There you go.
On a break.
We're on a pivot.
He knows all the lines.
We're about to hit a break. Thank
Right. Yeah. When I graduated high school in 2012, I got drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates. I got drafted in the 17th round and spent about 3 years in their minor league system. Unfortunately, didn't have a lot of success, you know, suffered from anxiety and some depression stuff, and just wanted a change of scenery. So I hung up baseball back in 2015 and walked on at the University of South Carolina and played for Coach Spurrier my freshman year, and then Coach Muschamp took over for the next 3 or 4 and switched me to tight end, and the rest is kind of history. You know, was able to become all SEC under him and turn myself into a first-round pick. So it's been awesome.
Jeez. Athletic.
It's been awesome to watch. Nate says athletic, incredibly athletic, especially in the SEC. It's amazing. And you do it off the field too. The NFL's My Cause, My Cleats campaign continues this season. It's an incredible thing. It gives athletes like you the opportunity to bring the causes they're the most passionate about, most personal for them, right to the forefront on game day. This Sunday, you will be supporting the Hayden Hurst Family Foundation. Can you tell us what your foundation is about? Because the cleats look incredible.
Yeah, they did an awesome job with the cleats. So on one cleat, it's going to be the Hayden Hurst Family Foundation. And that's the foundation that my mom and I started when I got drafted by Baltimore. And it focuses on raising funds for adolescents because we think that's a huge age to kind of help these kids get equipped with dealing with trauma at a young age, because unfortunately, I think we all know life happens. And if you can be better suited to deal with it in your teen years or when these things kind of happen in life, I think that's what me and my mom are trying to tackle. And on the left side of my cleat, I'll be focusing on Solomon Thomas's foundation as well. Also, Dak Prescott's foundation will be on there and be mentioned just because their scopes are similar to what me and my mom are trying to do. And we just think it's an awesome opportunity to continue the conversation.
I think it's so amazing to see you guys, professional athletes, speak out on mental health and to use your cleats to really give the message. And to hear the conversation between you and Dak after week 2 really moved all of us. If the viewers haven't seen it, this is a special moment between you and Dak Prescott after he spoke out about struggling with the loss of his brother due to suicide. Take a listen.
Hey, I got a lot of respect for what you did. Came out and talked about. Me and my mom have a foundation about suicide prevention. Yeah. Respect the hell out of you for talking about it, man. We can collab one day. Absolutely.
and you will collab. You're doing it now. You're going to be representing Dak's Faith Fight Finish Foundation. What's it mean to you to have other guys around the league speaking out on mental health and really pushing that conversation forward, and that it's okay to not be okay?
Right. I think it's incredible. When I saw Dak come out and talk about what he's gone through, with the pandemic and everything and during quarantine, I thought it was extremely brave. And I saw a few people take a stance that I thought was kind of disgusting when he received backlash for what he was talking about, because I know how hard it is to open up and be vulnerable, especially when you're the quarterback for America's team. You're under scrutiny already. And then to receive backlash for talking about losing someone to suicide or you struggle with mental health, I think is absolutely ridiculous. It's so brave and so strong to come out and talk about that stuff. And I honestly forgot that I was mic'd up, and luckily I was. It was an incredible moment and just another opportunity for me and Dak just to continue this conversation and break down those barriers with mental health.
Thank you for your guys' honesty and transparency. Now let's take a look at these posts from your foundation's